the number of times I've done the book actually is quite endless. But I feel like by the 4th and 5th chapter, it actually starts sort of setting in for me. तो पहले 2 चैप्टर तो मेरे लिए push ही है. We are also doing it. So we had a discussion. I was like, Karthik, वापस से करते हैं. And he's like, yeah, let's do it again. Because it's just that much benefit for us. Karthik, did you write your 10 things? You're not allowed
Yes,
to
yes.
write.
So I wrote last night and today morning also I've written.
No,
I can show you.
For the last 4 months, I've been trying to see whether I can start reading again. There was no inspiration. Now I think I will get some inspiration.
And it's nicer because it sort of goes slow. So nobody's asking you to read 50 pages, which is also great.
True.
Maybe we can do The Hero next, Karthik. That's also a lovely book. So, Madhu aunty, have you read The Secret? But usse pehle wala?
I have.
You have?
It was actually given to my husband by his nephews.
Okay.
He was sick, basically.
Okay.
Very sick, actually.
Okay.
So I used to read it to him, actually, that time.
Okay, that time.
Somebody has picked it from my house and has not returned the book. But
well, that's the thing about books, right? Never give them to people.
No, they're right in front of me, so whoever comes, they just pick up something and I'll return it, but I never keep a record, so a lot of books are lost.
True. Hi, Sapna auntie. Hi, Kruti.
Hi, Sonam.
Hi,
how are you all feeling?
Hi, Karthik.
Have you all both done the assignment? Guys, bad students are out of class, huh? Just kidding. I'm also a very bad student. I have to actually sit down and get myself to it. So, Karthik is my inspiration. He's like my mummy.
Yeah, see, I have 2 notebooks. One to make notes and one for gratitude.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be sincere this time because I want
Very
to achieve big.
तो कार्तिक रुकना है कि चालू करें?
I think we can start.
We can start, no? Because it's 9:25.
Yeah, I will first mute everyone. I'll unmute you, Sonam.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Here I am.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to day 2 of the magic book reading. I sincerely hope, like me, you all have put in the effort to come up with your gratitude list. We can always, at the end of the session, discuss if that list was a difficult list for you, if there is something that Karthik and I can help you with. So we're open to taking questions about anything at all at the end of the session. Now, what we will proceed with is the second day as per the book. Before we proceed to the second day, Karthik, can you mute your mic as well? Because मुझे disturbance आ रहा है वहाँ से. हाँ जी, thank you. So, I don't know how many of y'all have actually read The Secret. I know Madhu auntie has, Kruti, Sapna auntie, I don't know. I know my sister has, but I'd like to, you have, no? I'd like to start and maybe just remind you of the tiny little story of the magic rock that is actually in the secret book. So, yeah, you remember that one. So, very quickly, and I hope I remember it right, there was this man of African-American origin and his kid. And one fine day, his kid falls very, 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 very unwell. And he doesn't know what to do. So, he writes to this person who he has been following in terms of just listening to him. And he writes to him and he says that, you know, my son is really unwell and I need some kind of help. And I don't think he means monetary help. He just means help. So the other man who he's written to decides to tell him about a certain kind of practice. And that certain kind of practice is basically gratitude on a rock, but he doesn't spell it out for him. So what he does is he literally goes to nowhere in particular, picks out a bunch of rocks and sends these rocks to the African-American man. What he does is, though, he tells him that every time you touch this rock, you thank the universe for your son's health, or you thank the universe for something. Basically, pour your gratitude into the rock or onto the universe every time you touch the rock. And the surprising part is, over a course of time, the kid actually becomes better. His health improves. He was on the verge of dying, and he does not die. He becomes better. Now, the African American man again writes back to the other man who sent him the rocks, and he says, what did you send me, because these are actually magic rocks, तो मुझे और भेजो, मुझे दूसरे लोगों को देना है. And that's when he explains to him that these are literally rocks that I picked out of a riverbed. So these are no particular rocks. The only difference and what actually made them magical was your gratitude. And that is actually the learning that we have today. Right, Karthik? Is there anything you want to add to the story?
I think that's it, and story will come in the chapter also.
Yes. So the learning for today is basically how, if you go to see how do you just transform patthar into something absolutely magical. I hope you all remember that yesterday we asked you all to pick out either a pebble or something that is very comfortable for you to hold. I hope you have that object with you or somewhere close to you. Yeah, super. Now we'll start with the reading. Now, Karthik, can you share your screen for the book? Yeah. So here we're looking at the beautiful picture that I don't know if it's very visible to you guys. Y'all can check it out later on the PDF. It's basically a study table and a rock on top of the study table. It's just that the rock is actually giving out lovely sparkle, and that in my and Karthik's amazing understanding is basically great energy. So what you're doing today and the practice that you do today is basically transforming just nothing, just a rock into something that can change your life. Moving on, Karthik. So, day 2, reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has plenty, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Charles Dickens, and this was 1812 to 1870, that kind of period. Even in The Secret, I mean, to those of you who have seen it, people know the law of attraction. People understand the law of attraction, but they never put in the effort to actually put it into the book. So these books are actually a blessing for us. And even in the book, it says, The Secret book, it says that 98% of the people just mechanically go through life. It is the 2% of people who actually know the law, understand the law, and know how to apply it. Through these practices, we're hoping to move from the 98% to the 2%. Now, back to the book. In the beginning of working with these practices, it takes concentrated days in a row to make gratitude a habit. Anything that reminds you to be grateful is helping you turn your life into gold with gratitude. And that's exactly what this magical practice is about. Lee Brower presented the gratitude rock practice in The Secret film book, when he told us the story of the father of a dying child who used a gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health, and his son made a miraculous recovery. Since then, the gratitude rock has been proven a success with many people world over who have used it for money, healing, and happiness. First, find a rock or a stone. Choose a small size that fits in the palm of your hand and that you can close your fingers around. Choose a rock that is smooth without any sharp edges, not too weighty, and that feels really good in your hand to hold. Now I'd like to cut in because we are in the situation that we are. So even if you don't find it, don't stress. This is the ideal description of a rock. But if you find any object that appeals to you, please use that as well. That's okay. Moving on, you can find a magic rock from your garden if you have one, or from a riverbed, creek, ocean, or park. If you don't have easy access to any of these places, then ask your neighbors, family, or friends. You may even have a precious rock or stone already that you use as your magic rock. When you have found your magic rock, put it by your bedside in a place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use an alarm clock, put it next to your alarm clock. Tonight, just because before you get into bed and go to sleep, pick up your magic rock, hold it in the palm of one hand, and close your fingers around it. Think back carefully through all the good things that happen during the day and find the best thing that happened that you're grateful for. Then say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened. Return the magic rock to its place by your bed, and that's it. Karthik, you want to take it forward?
Sure. Every night for the next 26 days, follow the same magic rock before you go to sleep. Think back through the day and find the best thing that happened that day. While holding your magic rock in your hand, be as grateful as you can be for that thing and say thank you. Using a rock seems like such a simple thing to do, but through this practice, you will see magical things begin to happen in your life. When you look for the best thing that happened during the day, you will search through many good things that happened, and in the process of searching and then deciding on the best one, you are actually thinking of many things you are grateful for. You will also be ensuring that you go to sleep and wake up in gratitude each day. The count your blessings and magic rock practices will ensure that you begin and end your days in a state of gratitude. In fact, they are so powerful that together they would change your life in a few months. But this book is designed to change your life really fast through an abundance of magical practices, because gratitude is magnetic and attracts more things to be grateful for. The concentration of gratitude over 28 days will intensify the magnetic force of your gratitude. When you have a strong magnetic force of gratitude, like magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and need to you. So, magic reminder, be sure to read tomorrow's magical practice sometime today, as you will need to collect some photographs before you begin. So, this we'll discuss magic practice number 2, the magic rock. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1, that is, count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you are grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, and thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, find a magic rock and put it by your bedside. Number 3, before going to sleep tonight, hold a magic rock in your hand and think of the best thing that happened today. Say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened today. Repeat the magic rock practice every night for the next 26 days. Number 6, read tomorrow's magical practice today. So, this chapter is pretty small and pretty important as well at the same time. So, basically, we have to take a rock and, be grateful for whatever things have happened during the day. That is what is written, but practically, there are days when we feel that we had a bad day, but we that will be the day when we have to literally force and think, put pressure on our mind and recall what all grateful things happened. Okay, my maid came on time, I had the car, my driver came on time, and I could come back. Fine, my store that day didn't do well, but I reached home safely, and small things like that. And initially it doesn't resonate. Okay, I'm taking a stone or a rock and feeling grateful and things like that. I mean, it might feel stupid also, but how temples are made. You have murtis there. They are, I mean, carved out of rocks only. But over and over, when people start going and they have faith, and everyday puja happens and energies comes there, so that's how God becomes in that murti. And that's a very I personally feel that's the most beautiful practice done in our country, the murti puja. So this practice is also a part, on the similar lines. So we just have to fill the rock with gratitude. And so once you are done with everything during the day, checking your phone, having your dinner, fighting with people, or writing your blessings, whatever it is, so this is the last thing you have to do. So last means last after you are done with your entire day. And
Understood.
book says you can carry it with yourself during the day and feel grateful. But sometimes what happens, we can't carry a rock or a stone along with us, and sometimes we forget it. So it's better we keep it next to our bed. So we might not be able to do during the day, but definitely we should feel grateful towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Sonam, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I mean, to just add to the magic book, actually, of course, you can do this at the end of the day, but if the rock is actually placed at a point where you see it, it's far easier and nicer to, every time you see it, maybe you make it a habit to say one thing positive, right? Now, what we're trying to do is basically, now let's go a little backward, right? Why does the book say that it takes 28 days, or the book is designed into a 28-day practice? Now, there is a very scientific reason, and the reasoning is that if you continue doing something for 28 days, you form a neural pathway, a new neural pathway in your brain that actually gets conditioned. So while this is all rosy and it's made into energy work, of course it's energy work, but it is also subconscious programming. What you are doing at this level is basically just taking a step back and reprogramming your mind and forcing it into a more positive mindset. Now, this is wonderful. Okay, idhar pahunchne mein hi humko time lagega. I fully understand it. But if you want to take your practice a step further, every time you see the rock, you either touch it, feel happy about it, or just look at it and see one thing positive. I think that might also help. Karthik?
Yes, absolutely. So we can develop our own ways of how we do the practice. It's just that
Correct.
rock is important, gratitude is important, and overall, the goal is abundance in life.
Correct. Correct.
So I can just quickly highlight what is the magical practice number 3, which was written that we should read it. So I think point number 2, yeah.
Yeah.
One is same in every chapter. Count your blessings and write, minimum 10 blessings. You can rewrite the same blessings if you can't, think of. But make sure you do it every day. So point
Yeah.
number 2 is choose 3 of your closest relationships and collect a photograph of each person. And number 3 is, with the photo in front of you, write 5 things you are most grateful for about each person in your journal. So number 3 we'll discuss tomorrow. Number 2 is very important, that we need photographs. See, we have pictures in mobile phones also. So if you have a single picture of a person, you first of all choose 3 closest relationships. It can be your partner, kid, your parents. So 3 people which you really want to think, and uh, if you feel your relationships are good, you want to make it better. If they're not good, then again you can become come to one step above, make it more magical in nature, your relationships. So just a homework that we need to choose 3 people we want to do an exercise with tomorrow. We need photographs or their pictures in our mobile phone. Yeah, Sonam?
Yeah. No, I just want to, as in, yes, the book says that, choose your 3 closest people. But if there is absolutely any relationship that you think you want to work on, because usually closest, so touch wood, hopefully theek hi hota hai. But let's see, choose any relationship. Basically, forget the closest. Choose any relationship that you want to work on starting today. It could be your dad, your mom, your husband, any your neighbor, absolutely anyone. So don't be very rigid. And worst case, if you hate the person so much and you've deleted their pictures, you can do it with your eyes closed and visualizing the person in front of them. That can happen tomorrow as well. But just at least take a day to think ki, what do I want to work on. So this is another way of sort of in the beginning we did health, love, career. This comes under relationships. So right now we've picked that area up. So take 24 hours, think of what you want to work on, because this is quite serious. I really want you all to put in thought into what you all are working on, because the less random your practice, the more results you will see, is what I have noticed. Right, Karthik?
Yeah, perfect. So I want to share how I found my rock. So I went to a park. So parks are open in Delhi. I am not sure about Bombay. So I went for an evening walk. I entered and I was like, I'll find my magical rock here. So I didn't command my brain, but I tried to feel grateful. I cannot feel 100% grateful because I am also in the journey. So I said I'll find it. So एक चक्कर complete हुआ, दूसरा हुआ. All of a sudden, मेरे शू के नीचे एक stone आ गया. So I took a pause like a speed breaker. So I ignored. I went 20 steps ahead. Then I turned back. I said, "Oh, I got the clue." I went back, saw there was small pebble, which was nice. I picked up. I said, "Okay, I found my rock." So it's totally depends whether you believe it or how much you believe, and you'll definitely find things.
Yeah, and how open you are. I mean, Mansi, are you here and are you comfortable speaking about that experience, Mansi?
I'm here.
Yeah. So remember when you wanted to bake and you didn't find the perfect recipe, and what I told you and how something happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of background sound though.
I'm just, give me a second. Is it better?
Yeah, better.
Yeah. So just a little small something that actually I didn't realize was, the universe giving me signs, and I just, took it as, okay, theek hai, one more day. But it was Sonam who actually pointed out that this was something magical. So I've started baking, and I've been taking orders during this lockdown, right? So um, I've been making these certain kind of cakes with egg. Okay, so that now with egg cakes, so I can make freely. There was this one order that I had to make, for which I had to make an eggless cake, and I just was not getting the recipe right. I made 5 cakes through one day. The last one being at, I think, 1:30 of the night, when the order had to go the next day, and I was so stressed out about it. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And before I slept, I told Sonam, I said, Sonam, I don't know how this is going to happen. And she said, you know what? Tomorrow, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to have that recipe. I said, okay, I don't know what she's talking about. I said, oh, sure. So I've gone to sleep, and I have woken up the next day, opened my eyes to a gift that's come into my house. It is I have goosebumps. It is a baking novel that two of my friends have sent to me as a birthday gift, that has an eggless cake recipe, the exact one that I was looking for. So I have literally opened my eyes and gotten that book, and I have made that cake and I've delivered it. So it was something else.
Super, super. Thank you so much. I wanted to hear it from you. Take little credit also, but yeah, thanks. Super, super. Is there anything that anyone wants to share in terms of if y'all have been facing difficulties coming up with, things that y'all feel gratitude for, or if there are any questions or anything? I mean, it's okay if there is nothing, that's fine as well. Do we want to discuss anything? Kruti, Madhu auntie, Sapna auntie? No? Okay, super. No problem at all. Super. Karthik, I think we're good. Should we do the magic, should we do the energy
Sure.
work? Anna?
Yes.
Or aaj to full moon bhi hai. Madhu auntie, we're going to do full moon meditation at 10 instead of chakra. Okay, so let's get down to our energy work. Everybody sit in a comfortable position. Okay, close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Come into a state of absolute positivity and happiness. Bring a gentle smile on your face. Gently. Even if it is not absolutely genuine for now, try. Gentle smile. Today we will imagine that the universe is sending us the energy that we need. So sit still as you feel a bright pink this time. Absolutely bright pink and sparkly light coming from above you, coming from the universe into the top of your head. From the universe into the top of your head. Like that is water flowing into you. This water is absolutely positive. It is full of positive energy. It is full of love. It is full of health. It is full of happiness. The universe is your mother. It is your parent. This parent is nurturing you through this energy. Feel it. Let that energy come in as a huge, forget tap. We're talking about a waterfall of beautiful pink sparkly energy. Now slowly feel that energy seep in within you. It's going from your head, inside your head, from the inside, basically filling up your head, your forehead, coming to your nose level, your lips, your chin, your neck. And as this is happening, you are turning into a sparkly being. You saw that little sparkle come out of the rock? That kind of sparkle. Beautiful sparkle. Now we go lower from the neck to the shoulders. You're fully pink from the inside. Fully pink and lit up. Down to your hands, your chest, the back of your upper back, your lower back, your tummy, down to your seat, your thighs, your knees, calves, feet, and toes. What has happened is you are now fully lit up from the inside. Mother Earth, Mother Universe, Mother Nature have all come together to fill you up and fill your soul up with this lovely positivity. Now throw your shoulders back a little and open up your heart. And just like yesterday, we let this pink energy out from the middle of our chest. So now this energy is flowing from the top and into our body and then outside as well. You are now emanating this lovely pink light. You are now a lit up being. This energy does not get over. It is the energy of the universe. Feel it. Up to now, you were only soaked into energy from the inside. Now that waterfall has become even larger. and it is like standing under the waterfall in the rains. You are now fully drenched from the inside and the outside in pink, sparkly, bright energy. Amazing. Just like water would seep down your back, down your tummy, down your legs. That's exactly how drenched you are. Stay there. Feel that positivity. Feel the gratitude. This energy you will carry right up to tomorrow. Remember the energy. If your own energy depletes, this is the source that you tap into. We now thank this energy for guiding us, for filling us up with love, health, and abundance. And we breathe in and we breathe out. This time we breathe in love and we breathe out love. This time we breathe in love and we breathe out love. We breathe in love. We breathe out gratitude. We breathe in love. We breathe out gratitude. Put your hands together now slowly. Rub your palms. Place them on your eyes. And open them slowly. Fantastic. Okay. I can't see Sapna Auntie. Cool. I think. Okay. Hi, Auntie. I thought you went to sleep. Super. So, thank you everybody for joining us. I think we will be back at 10 p.m. tomorrow. The time is again back to 10 p.m. usual time. And whoever's joining into the sound session can stay on this call and experience that as well. Am I right, Karthik? Are you joining us?
Yeah, I am there, but the call ID is different.
The call ID is different. Oh
Yes,
God. Okay, then Madhu Auntie and Kruti, I think, on the sound healing group.
Yeah.
Sapna Auntie, you can also try. I'm just going to send it on the group. If you want to join in, please do join. I can't hear you actually. You're on mute.
Okay, so we'll wrap up for the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Chalo. Thank you everybody for joining us. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.